Hello, my name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion, which we all do. Now, last time we got together, we talked about beliefs. What are beliefs? And basically, beliefs are creations that you create based upon your past experiences, which are now memories. And I'll put a link to that up there. Why? We're not through talking about beliefs. There is much more to talk about, and I'll have to tie these all together. And before that, we talked about the energy between us. The energy between us. And I'll put a link up to that also. Now, because the energy that we radiate is going to be part of our discussion today. Our discussion in this video is going to be around affirmations, vision boards, and how they operate in the illusion. So, since nothing in the illusion is what you think it is, how those things operate, and they do operate. And you can get what you want. But you have to do two things. Understand how they operate and recognize what you want. What you want. Now, I'm going to mention it again. But all of the things that you are manifesting or think you want to manifest, the underlying reason is so you'll be happy. Is so you'll be happy. Now, I'm stressing that because as we're going to find out, affirmations and visualizing boards are designed to get you things. That will make you happy. Oh. We're going to look in a little different direction and see how we can get what we want very easily. And that's what affirmations and visualization boards are supposed to do. But remember, we're in the illusion, and nothing is what you think it is. So, in a moment, we're going to move everything around and change the scene and talk about affirmations, vision boards, manifesting, and how you can do that in the illusion. Now, you notice next to me on my little board, I got all my books that are in publication now. But behind that is a gnome. And for some period of time, I used to collect gnomes. I've only got a few left. Now, this just happens to be one of them. So You will move into another scene, and I'll see you in a moment. Well, we're back, and with our magic board here, which holds everything. And what we're going to be talking about, affirmations and vision boards in the illusion. Now, as I kind of indicated in the introduction, we're going to make an assumption. I'm going to assume that you're interested in this because you want to be happy. And through this process of acquiring a different job, a different relationship, whatever you want, it will make you happy, or happier than you are now. So that's an assumption based upon this. I'm making that because if you were happy as you could be, or what you would like to be, you don't need anything else. You don't need to acquire more stuff. More stuff, just for acquiring more stuff, trying to find happiness, is the drive of the ego, individual ego, in the egoic world. Egoic world. Well, that's everything around us. That's the illusion. The egoic world is like the illusion. So, this is what you want. This is how you're going to try and get it. So, I'm going to take what you want. Well, I'll leave it up there for now. First of all, it indicates that you're not happy. You're unhappy now. And what makes you unhappy now is how you're programmed. You're programmed to see the outside world and your inside. Your inside. Why do I say inside? Even though we don't know where the inside is. Because the outside, and this ties into this. This ties into this. The outside, which you are trying to manipulate through affirmations and visualization boards, is a reflection of what you're doing inside. Inside. So to get something from the outside, you're going to use these techniques, and they will work. You'll get some stuff. You won't find this until you change the inside. Which is why the way they talk about these now is part of the illusion. Because now, okay, let's us talk about how you are originally programmed on the inside to get the world that you have, which is what you do. You get the world that you have on the outside because of what you're doing, thinking, feeling, expressing on the inside. Where do you get that information, that programming? Those original programs that are filtering your vision, that's giving you the world that you have. Two ways, basically. Two ways. They start questionable. They start in the womb. The programming starts in the womb. I'm sorry, mothers. The programming of your child starts with you in the womb. Your attitude, your belief system, how you feel during the gestation period has much to do with how the child is going to express and experience their life. So if you had a wonderful and happy time during that, you're much likely, more likely, to have a happier child. Does that sound off the wall or something that isn't at least something I could think about? Now, after we're born, we are in a family of origin. We're in a family of origin. Inside of that family of origin, for the first 6 or 7 years, we get all downloads about the family, the extended family, what is accepted in the family, what is expected, all kinds of stuff. Now, how do you get that information? 2 ways. Particularly very young, before age 3, you get that inner programming that's going to determine what you're going to see outside. You get that from downloads in a process called altered state or hypnosis. A child before the age of 3 is in almost a constant state of deep hypnosis called theta or delta. Depends. Sleep, awake, whatever it is. And things come through the senses, which they don't have any reference to know what that means, but it goes, all that information goes directly onto the hard drive of the infant, of the child. Now, another thing that goes on during that time, because these are all interrelated, is repetition. So when the child is learning to feed itself, it has to use their spoon over and over and over, and then they learn how to get it in their mouth, and they learn how to manipulate their environment. Now see, now you're starting to pick up your programming. You're starting to pick up your programming through repetition of doing things over and over and over, and also by being in a state of deep trance. Now this goes on till about, it changes. By about 6 years old, you're most of the time in a state of alpha. Alpha is just the same state we all go through just before we go to sleep. Now, why am I telling you all this? What does that have to do with this? Out of your programming. Out of your programming that you still have that runs your life. It's called core belief system. You see, beliefs, how beliefs, I told you we're not through talking about beliefs. Core belief system, how you think your world operates, the world outside of you operates, is in place by age 6 or 7. 6 or 7. So today, however old you are, unless you've done some magnificent work, you are still those beliefs, and if you look at the last video, it will say you're not aware of 90% of your beliefs. They're unconscious to you. They're in the subconscious. But they are affecting how you see the world outside of you, why you're not happy. And in the egoic world, in the illusion, you have been taught that, well, if we get more things, we get a new car, we get a new sailboat, we get a new job, that it will make us happy. So we're programmed on the inside to see the world a certain way through our lens of the past that we've talked about several times in different videos. I don't know if I can find them because I got 60 of them. I don't remember where I said half this stuff. But if I can, I'll bring it and I'll put it up there. So you have all this stuff on the inside, and through your lens, your outside world looks the way it does. And so you are taking the outside world, looking at it the way it is, as a reflection. The outside world is a reflection of what you're doing inside. And you're going to say, I want to be happy. And as soon as you say that, many different things will come to you, information will come to you from the outside illusion to have you do that. Now you got these techniques. What are they? Affirmations, visualization boards. Those are two. There's other ones too. And if you go on the internet and you look that up, you will find more information than you can manage in your little mind, in your little head. To tell you how to do that and why to do it. And some of them will even say, well, for $10, I'll tell you the best affirmation that gets you all that you want. Easy. Just say this over and over and over and over and over. Well, see, you're doing the same process that you did growing up in your family. You're saying something over and over and over. Basically, you're pushing it through your conscious mind, because consciously you'll say, first of all, when you have an affirmation like, I'm trying to think of a good one now, and I probably can't. My clothes are, I'm getting thinner and thinner. I'm eating less. I enjoy water. Whatever the affirmation is, and you say it over and over and over, you are trying to move past your original programming in the subconscious mind and implant another belief. That's what these are doing. They are trying to implant another belief into the subconscious. Vision boards work the same way. You put them up, you got all that stuff on there, what you want, and every time you go by or you look at it for a certain length of time a day, and you have words on there like thin, excited about life, or whatever it is, and you've got pictures on there. These are all related to changing the mind, changing the programming that you have inside. And if you do it over and over and over and over, now the problem with most of these is you have to be motivated to do it. I mean, because you're doing it a lot of times. You're doing it a lot of times. So you have to be motivated to say affirmations thousands and thousands of times within a month's period. Now what happens, and you will see changes if you start the process. But it takes so long that you'll run out of motivation before you reach your goal. And then you'll say, well, this affirmation stuff doesn't work. It does work. But you have to do it until the magic happens, until the change occurs. But what's going to happen, and this is the part that most people don't tell you about, inside of you, you have a certain belief. Again, how important are beliefs? You have a certain belief about how happy you deserve to be. What your weight is. You actually have a picture of what, based on your internal beliefs, you have a picture of who you are, who you believe in that subconscious terrain of who you are. And now you have, I don't know if I can draw that. Let's see if I can. Okay, you have a picture here. I'm not drawing anything specific. You have a picture of who you are based upon your belief system. And now, through affirmations, saying things over and over again, you want to have a little thinner picture of yourself. A little thinner than what you have in here. This is what you believe based upon your past experiences, which are now memories, which coalesce together and make beliefs. This is what you believe you are. This is what you want through affirmations and visualization boards. And you will get that. Now, most of us have experienced, as an example, going on a diet and losing weight. Whether it could be any of them. There's all kinds of diets out there. But if you stick with it, you lose weight. You stick with it. If you say it over and over, if you do the exercise, if you look at the vision board over and over, you will change. Say, wow, that's great. Okay, I'm through with that vision board. I'll put that down. As soon as you stop the process, see, because you're pushing against your belief system. Unless you change your internal mechanism, slowly, this will come back. Why? It's what you believe you are. This isn't what you believe. This is what you say you want so that you'll get happiness. So, what's the secret? Change yourself. Change the inside. Heal what's going on inside. Change your inner programming, which is what these are trying to do. And you'll be happy. Have you got to change weight to be happy? No. You can be happy just the way you are. As a matter of fact, just the way you are, if you don't find happiness just the way you are, doing this stuff here, why it will work for a length of time, this will come back. Why? You didn't change the programming. You don't change the programming, it'll come back. Your vision, I said vision, but your lens, based upon your belief system, will say, this isn't real. You know it's not real. This is real. Now a lot of people would say, you're just bad-mouthing these things. No, the suggestion is, to find your happiness, you need to heal you. To find your happiness, you need to forgive yourself. And all these things that you want to acquire from the outside are not going to do it. Why? Because of what's going on inside of you that are causing you to be unhappy. Now, how many people, just in a couple of minutes, how many people have had things that they thought, oh, if I only had that, it would make me happy? I know a guy, he smart guy, but his idea was, if I only had a barn, if I only had a garage that I could express who I am and make things. He was quite good at fixing all kinds of stuff. Excellent. If I only had a place to do that, I'd be happy. He got a place. Wasn't happy. Because it's what's inside. That's the important thing, not what's outside. You have to begin recognizing, loving yourself. Now, when you make those internal changes, it may still be true that some things from the outside would be very supportive and helpful to have. Helpful in relationships, helpful in your job. It's better to have a car, a new car, than a junker, because you can get around a lot better. But what's your goal? Your goal is to be happy. Now, a new car will make you happy for about 6 months or less. And then another car comes out. Oh, there's a new car. I should get that. That'll make me happier. Or a new relationship, or a new job, or a new coat, or now all those things you need. You need a job, you need a coat, you need all those things. But what's our goal? Happiness is an inside process, not an outside acquiring of things. When this happens inside, when you work on this, these automatically happen. These automatically happen. But if you don't work on the inside, even if these happen, you'll end up this way. A lot of studies have been done on people who have won the lottery. Oh, I got all these millions of dollars. Within a short period of time, I don't know exactly, not everybody, but some of the people, end up back just the way they were. If they didn't have any money, within a short period of time, they don't have any money. Everything starts on the inside and works its way out. If you're unhappy inside, no matter what you do outside, that unhappiness inside will work its way out. If you're unhappy inside and you don't have things that you want, and it would be nice to have other things. If you're happy inside, it'll work its way out, and the outside will reflect the inside. So think about that. That is, we might get back to this because manifesting is part of the illusion. The idea of manifesting is part of the egoic world. It's driven by the egoic world. Be good to yourself. Learn how to love yourself and feel good from the inside out. And then the outside, maybe we'll talk about that. The outside will physically change to give you what you want to make you happy. Very difficult to understand in the illusion. The outside is a direct reflection of what you're doing inside. If you're not happy inside, it doesn't matter what you get from the outside, you're still unhappy. That's why I keep saying, love yourself. Be good to yourself. So, you think about that, until we meet again on another video, we'll see you then. Oh, don't forget to subscribe below and hit the like button. And, I'm thinking about, you see my scene here? I'm thinking about doing some videos in another scene. Not that I don't like this, because I like talking, but maybe we'll have another interesting scene next time. Bye now.